The Little Rock City Board has approved nearly $1.5 million to go to Kanis Park. The board got a lot of feedback from people in the area about what they'd like to see. And at the top of the list is community basketball courts. THV 11's Jay Jackson has a breakdown of the improvement plan.
A part of that plan was to rebuild basketball courts. Kanis used to have basketball courts in 2018, but the Arkansas Department of Transportation had to demolish them when they did reconstruction on I-630, widening the lanes. Basketball courts used to belong right there.
So over the years since it's been demolished by the Highway Department, we've received several emails and phone calls about when are we going to build back the basketball courts and how important it was.
Leland Court with Little Rock Parks and Recreation says new courts will be built under the I-630 bridge. He says some of the funding came from a FEMA grant that the city of Little Rock matched. There was some short-term financing and special project funds to allocate the lump sum.
That's going to build out the whole 3 basketball courts and a half a basketball court, new entry to the park, mitigate a low water bridge.
The low water bridge currently is where the park entrance sits, which means although there's drainage, if it rains, like today, and water rises high, the fire department has to close the park.
Because of that, there's always a conflict that we close the park and people can't access the park.
And access is what Mayor Frank Scott Jr. says park goers in the area should be granted.
I understand how Kanis Park is meant to our entire city as basically our Rucker Park as it relates to the basketball goal courts. We all understood that due to the 630 expansion westward, it had to come down. But it was a commitment I made along with members of the city board to ensure that we brought it back.
In a statement to THV 11, Little Rock City Manager Bruce Moore says the city is very excited about the future of Kanis Park. There's been a major void in the heart of Little Rock since the courts went away. He adds that he's looking forward to seeing basketballs bouncing under the bridge in the near future.
This is the missing component. I think it's a perfect fit for the whole park and it's going to be really exciting.
In Little Rock, Jay Jackson, THV 11 News.
Thanks so much, Jay. Mayor Frank Scott Jr.